Hi. Whoa, that's really loud. Hold on 1 second. I am Emilie Rose, and I will be your host today for In Her Head. Now, this is the kind of podcast where basically I just put on my recording thing, get my microphone, and yap about life, my experiences, and how I'm learning to grow up in this world. Like, what I think are good things to help you become a better person, and what things I think I want to learn to cut out of my life. Today's episode is about why the content you consume matters. So let's talk about what classifies as content that you consume. It means external influences on your internal self and your external self. I'm going to mainly talk about social media and how that can lead to longer term effects on why I think we shouldn't just scroll mindlessly, because it's actually changing the way we think about ourselves and about other people. It isn't going to be one of those things where it's like, stop using your phone, because I love my phone and I love scrolling until like 2 a.m. But I've started noticing how certain content makes me feel, and how much better I feel when I take certain steps to become more aware of what you're actually... Also, sorry if you can't see my face, like my microphone is ginormous. So let's start with check after scrolling. Have you ever spent an hour scrolling or online or watching short form content, something other than real life, and walked away feeling worse? You're overthinking your appearance, or judging others, or your life, your goals, thinking you're not enough, your entire identity. That's not random. It is because your brain doesn't just watch content, it absorbs it. And that means you're literally shaping your thoughts based on what you let in. Think of content like food. Some of it is nourishing and it makes you feel fuller for longer, and some of it doesn't. It's junk food. It makes you feel good in the moment, but then you realize you kind of feel empty. The good kind of content, and it's not necessarily that one is better than the other, but it's just that there's different effects of both. So the kind of content that I think of as good is inspiring. It makes you feel good about yourself. It fuels your brain and gives you ideas and brings you peace, and it doesn't make you feel like you're not enough. And the other stuff, it leaves you drained and insecure and kind of empty. You don't need to cut out all the junk content, because that's part of life. Like, you can't be so sheltered and not exposed to anything. I think it's just important to find balance, room for content that makes you a better person, and that it doesn't just make you busy, it makes you feel good about yourself. What you watch becomes what you think. If you constantly see perfect routines and flawless rooms and success stories you don't have, it's easy to think that you're falling behind. I think you've probably all heard the term highlight reel, but it is a really big thing that I didn't think about until recently. The content you see on Instagram, TikTok, it is generally people's highlight reels. It's just the best moments in their life. Know that you start to see things differently. You realize you can curate your content to match the kind of life you actually live. So something you can do to take action on this idea, going through your social media, an influencer that makes you feel bad about yourself, hunt and add creators that make you feel inspired, and protect your peace like sacred, because it is. Yeah, the content you consume matters, not because you have to be perfect about it, but because your mind is your home. So to keep it feeling safe and inspiring and steady. If you've made it to the end of this episode, maybe that means you already care about what you're letting in, and that's kind of beautiful. Thank you for being here. Take care of your mind today, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.